Martin Scorsese once said about filmmaking, it's not that you want to do it, it's that you have to do it. You have no choice. You have to live it, and it comes with a price. This is the Producer's Lounge podcast, the best podcast online for tips and tricks on producing great film, television, and web content. Welcome back for Season 3, Episode 15, hosted and produced by greaterandgrander.com. On this week's episode, we're chatting with Jose Montesinos, who has produced and directed several low-budget and micro-budget feature films, including Prepare to Die, starring Michael Madsen, and Mary Magnum Jiu-Jitsu Nun. We discuss his passion project, Chico and Rico, Animal Avengers, dealing with grief while losing a creative partner, how indie producers are misusing AI, and working as a micro-budget film director and producer. Jose has won awards for his directing, and also managed to carve out a niche for himself in a crowded micro-budget field. Here now is my conversation with Jose Montesinos.
And are you going to edit out the parts where I'm ordering food?
Yes. Most of the time.
Right. I'll take a decaf.
Decaf coffee?
Yeah, with cream if y'all. Yeah.
And I'm gonna stick with water. Yeah, it's a water.
Thank you.
Thank you. So how you been, man? How's life treating you?
Oh, it's been rough. It's been a rough year so far.
Yeah. It's like, I was talking to somebody like last fall of 2024, and he said like, yeah, my contacts at Amazon and Netflix are saying like they're cutting all of their production budgets by like 20%, 25%. And I'm like, oh shit, 2025 did be a shitty year. Right.
Yeah. I mean, work's been slow. I mean, I did just finish a micro-budget movie, which is great. So I'm very happy about that. But it was like, real micro-budget, calling in a lot of favors and, but it's still going to be a fun project, so I'm glad it's happening. So I had some things fall through that I was really looking forward to, and just got the news that my car is basically on its way out, so that's great. Yeah, like it's bad when your mechanic goes, not worth fixing. Just junk it, apply for a government program, maybe they'll give you some money for it, but the price of fixing it's going to be way more than it's worth.
Yeah, so it's time to like donate it at PDS and then declare it under a task or something.
Something, yeah. So it still drives. That's how I got here.
Yeah.
But I don't know how long it's got before it's.
Shit.
Yeah. So that sucks. It's been a rough year. Earlier this year in April, my best friend passed away unexpectedly. Yeah, that was really tough. And he was not only like a brother and a friend, but he was like creative collaborator. So this project we just did, he was supposed to be a part of.
Yeah.
Did I share with you the Chico and Rico, the short of the Cowboys?
People who are like anime users?
Yeah, you saw that one, right? Yeah. So he was my compadre in that. He was he was Chico, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Well, I appreciate that, man. It just, it was really unexpected. So I think in January when David Lynch died, it just kind of set the stage for this year was going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Michael Madsen died recently, about that?
Heard about that.
I worked with him a couple years ago. I don't know if you knew that. And
I did not. I don't remember.
In a movie called Prepare to Die, which is a Tubi film, which, interestingly enough, I just supposedly won a Telly award for.
Oh.
Yeah, for directing that one.
Yeah.
It's cool, yeah. But it's just one either.
Look nice, but they don't pay the rent.
Well, not only that, but I've seen questionable movies win Tellys, so I don't know how much it's worth.
Fair.
But it was a nice little thing that happened in the wake of all this craftiness. It's like, oh, that's something. But it's the movie that I worked with Michael Madsen on. So it's like, I didn't appreciate it at the time, how lucky I was to get to work with somebody like that,
Yeah.
And
Bird, I mean, I actually otherwise, because like, for those who don't know, the micro-budget, like, stars that you generally work with, not all of them have great reputation, but I've always heard Haza's thing got Michael Madsen, like, always showing up and give like 110%. Is that your experience? Or?
He certainly came to play and had ideas, and even I still have a saved voicemail from him where he was like, hey, I just want to talk about some ideas, so he was definitely, he liked to improv. He was fun. He was a lot, but he was fun. Yeah. And I was, I think, really nervous, so I didn't want to say too much, but I feel like had there been a little bit more time for us to form a relationship, he would have been great to work with.
Yeah.
And my buddy Dennis also, that's actually technically the last time we worked together on something because he was...
Oh, on the short video.
No, on Prepare to Die. The one.
Okay.
He was the coordinator on that. He ended up having to not be full-time because the schedule moved, so he wasn't available the whole time. But he choreographed a lot of the fights and was there on a few of the days for shooting. And so technically that's the last time his name is Dennis, the last time we worked together. So, yeah, it's just been a roller coaster, man. Yeah.
Are you happy with how Chico and Rico came out though?
I am. I'm very glad that short exists because it at least will exist forever as a little tiny microcosm example of what we could have done had we had the resources, which we were trying to do.
Right.
In fact, I was just in the running. Have you heard of Robert Rodriguez's new Brass Knuckle Films Corporation?
No.
You haven't heard? Yeah, you know Robert Rodriguez, right?
Yeah.
So he's got this new company called Brass Knuckle Films, and his whole idea is to kind of follow in the footsteps of, have you heard of Legion? Whereas basically the movies are funded by the subscribers, by the people who donate.
Oh yes, I know Terry Luberoff.
Okay, so his idea was to do the same thing. So you invest, and you get to some say in what movies get made, and you get a cut if they make anything. Yeah. He just started it, and then one of the perks he offered was a chance, if you invest early, you get a chance to pitch an idea. So I invested early, and I pitched Chico and Rico, and automatically got to round 2 because I invested early, and made a little video to get to round 3. And then that was one of the things that I just found out also was I didn't get to round 3. So I was like, that's a bummer, you know. But that idea still lives on, and I'm hoping to keep pushing it. Eventually, it's meant to happen, it'll happen. Sometimes these things take a really long time, you know. But yeah.
What was the micro budget that you just finished directing?
So that one is, have you heard of ITN Studios?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you did a Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and Danby the Reckoning, and
they're like the heir apparent to the Asylum Roger farming line, I guess.
I guess you could say that. But the cool thing is that this guy does not give you very much money at all, but he gives you creative freedom. So all that you just have to agree on what the premise is, you know, what the story is, and then once that's agreed upon, he's like, here, go do it. I don't care how you do it. Which, for somebody like me who came up guerrilla, is fantastic.
Yeah.
I did a movie for him in 2020 called From the Depths, which was a little tiny $30,000 movie, psychological shark movie. I'm very proud of that one. But I hadn't worked with him since. But because it had been so slow, I reached out to him again. And after a bunch of pitches that he didn't like any of them, he said, do you have anything with nuns in it? I go, no, nuns. We want to make an action movie. Me and Dennis wanted to make an action movie. And so after a lot of back and forth, we came up with this title, Mary Magnum Jiu-Jitsu Nun. And he said, yes, make that. So that's when we said, okay, I guess we're making Mary Magnum Jiu-Jitsu Nun. And, you know, me and Den were really excited about all the possibilities. We were not happy about how low the budget was going to be. But we thought, well, it'll be like going back to our roots, you know, just run around, a little DSLR and a gimbal, you know, just get our friends, you know. So I'd put that on the back burner because I had I was doing a rom-com in Louisiana last December.
That's right. You told me about the rom-com. And you also told me about like the vampire movie you wanted to do in Louisiana City.
Well, that was when I was trying to pitch to him, but he didn't want to do it. And so that turned into a rom-com. Okay. And we did a rom-com out there, so that put Mary Magnum on hold, right? Okay. And then so I thought my thought process was, okay, once I'm done with the rom-com, I'll get on Mary Magnum. Yeah. I wrapped my director's cut in March. And then I was like, okay, let me take a break. I'll started getting back into the script of Mary Magnum. Yeah. And then beginning of April comes and Den passes away. And then of course that derailed it. And I didn't even know if I wanted to do it anymore. I was like, how am I going to do it without him? Our lead actress, Paula, who is, she played a role in Prepare to Die. She's a judo expert, and she's a good actress. She's great. And she still wanted to do it. And she said, look, I know you're grieving, but if you still, at the end of this, want to still do it, I'll help you. I'll help you find locations. So I was going to do it in Georgia, thinking that, it'd be so much cheaper. You know, I was wrong.
Yeah. Georgia's cheaper if you've got over $1 million.
Sure. Yeah. So I after a couple of months of just not being able to do anything, I started trying to write the script, and little by little, because of the support of Paul, because of the support of a bunch of friends of Dennis's, these guys all jumped on board, and they were all like, let's do it, let's make it in honor of him.
Yeah.
So that once that kind of became clear that it should happen, I was able to kind of get back into it. And then we pivoted and decided to stay in LA because the locations were actually cheaper here, which blew my mind. I couldn't believe that. And turned out to be the best decision because we ended up getting so many more people willing to help out because we were here in LA and it's so slow. And honestly, so many people showed up for him as a tribute to him. And the movie now, I haven't started editing yet, but it looks so much better than it deserves to look for what it is. It looks so much better than I expected it to look. Yeah. And people are going to think we have at least a couple $100,000 to make it. Yeah. You know, when we had like a fraction of that, you know? Wow. Mm. Yeah, so that's what it is. It's an action. It's a kind of a throwback grindhouse, 70s style, you know, nun goes on a rampage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic, like, slasher. Well, not slasher.
Not slasher.
It was 80s, but it like, I don't want to say exploitation cinema.
Kind of.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of like a Switchblade Sisters or a Coffee or something, but it's not overly sexual like that. It's more just she's a badass nun that fucks a bunch of people up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know we're gonna like it. I don't know how audiences are gonna react. I almost don't care. I'm just happy that we made a movie that we're all happy with.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you got kind of like that postmodern Sayuchi Gura in it, or is it like more like a straight exploitation where everyone's taking it very seriously?
It's so serious, it's funny.
Okay, nice.
We're playing it pretty straight.
Yeah, but I saw something about just because of what you went through with your friend in April, I had a similar experience. I directed my first piece. I think we talked about it last time.
Oh, I'm pretty far.
Oh, waffle combo's mine.
And then I'm getting the waffle with strawberries.
You're sure this isn't yours?
I'm not sure. I'm not.
Because I don't know. Is the waffle combo also come with strawberry?
It does, yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. No, I just didn't know if that was his. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm fine with it. Yeah.
He's deadly allergic to strawberry.
Wait, when did you direct this feature?
So I directed it in April or May of 2023.
Okay.
And this was going to be the culmination. I forget if I sent you a link, but like...
I don't remember.
Okay. But this is going to be a culmination because in 2021 and 2022, thank you so much, I directed 5 mockumentaries that were all TV episode-less. And this was going to be the culmination because Unfriendly Fire was going to be an improvised mockumentary in the style of like Ken Burns. And my buddy Ginny Matt. I had known Ginny since 2009. We took Improv 101 at UCB, not UCB, at Improv Olympics together, back when Improv Olympics was in LA.
Okay.
And he was in one of my mockumentary feature shorts. I told him about the feature. It was going to be a very political mockumentary. There was a comedy about a Second American Civil War.
Oh.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Here we are. And so I talked to him about it, and he said, look, I don't know anything about politics, but Tucci, I trust you because I'm so proud of what we did on the short together, Revelations. And I was like, holy shit. And that was great. And so I cast him in a role. And then a couple weeks before the film, I hadn't...
What?
A couple weeks before we were going to shoot, I hadn't heard.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, well, maybe he's just busy with his day job, you know. And then we were going to have a cast and crew Zoom call but the week before we were going to shoot, and he didn't show up. And I was like, dude, what? Hey, text me, only let me know that you're okay. And then I went on his Facebook, and I found out that day that he had passed away.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
How? What happened?
Heart attack.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But not, yeah.
Sucks, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And so, like, going through that process, like, I say all that to say, like, I empathize with you because that's something that people shouldn't have to deal with, you know? Yeah.
It's really sad when it's unexpected like that.
Yeah. And a collaborator, too.
Yeah. A lot of people have died this year. It's pretty crazy.
Robert Redford passed away a couple days ago.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan, Ozzy Osbourne. Are you familiar with the Asylum?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Their head of their special effect, their VFX head, Glenn Campbell, wonderful guy.
Oh.
He passed away in November.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was That was pretty unexpected as well.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
But
There's just at that point where like there's a lot of people in that kind of age range passing the whales, and just it could be from stress, it could be from
Bad diet or what have you. I say as we're eating like ridiculously.
that food, yeah.
But like,
But I mean, we say age range. What do you mean though? Because like Robert Redford, like I didn't lament that because he was 89 years old.
Yeah, he lived a good life.
I feel like if you get past 80, you're good.
Yeah.
But Glenn Campbell was in his, I believe, late 60s, which isn't young, but it's not old, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
And my boy Dennis was only 46.
yeah.
He was young.
I guess age range is like, because it is alert. I do kind of use that intentionally because it's like everybody above 40 is going through like some seriously terrible shit, whether it's health or that. It's like
Yeah, I just had a heart scan done because my doctor was like,
Yeah.
given your cholesterol number and your age, you're at the age. Apparently, like 52 is the age. When people start dropping dead of heart attack, I'm like, that's great. So then I do the heart scan, and it turns out I'm totally clear.
oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. So I have high cholesterol, but I don't have any clogged arteries.
Okay.
Again, I say as I eat.
I also say as I pour a shit ton more syrup on my waffle. It's also just seems tough because like the industry, like since I graduated from school, people kept like the strata of the films that kept made got more and more bifurcated, right? Right. Now, like when I first got out of film school, they were doing straight to DVD movies that were 4 million or even as high as 8-9. And now you're lucky to get 200 grand or something that's going to go straight to streaming. And it's just like, how are people supposed to make a living when you have such small budgets?
Yeah. The answer is they're not.
Yeah. It's funny too, because I did another episode reporting this morning. And he's producer, he's got good credits, but also like in a situation where like nobody's like the acquisition market is just completely drying up, right?
Yeah.
And so like now more and more filmmakers are spending their own money for marketing their independent film. And it doesn't really make sense to do that unless you have some sort of back-end product that yourself. Like I've seen, in the last 5 years, I've seen a huge rise in docs and donies being made, by individuals who are just selling something else, like Tony Robbins, where he's selling like products and courses and stuff like that. And it seems like the fiction market in particular is just trying it.
Yeah. And that's why this guy at IGN does what he does. Because he figures if I throw up like micro budgets at a bunch of filmmakers, and they make me, I make 1,000 movies in a year,
Yeah.
One of them's bound to hit and maybe make me a profit that covers the rest of them. Like it's an interesting method, and a lot of people think it's crazy, but it's been working for him. And it gives, people the opportunity to make stuff. It's just, like you said, it's like, how are you supposed to live off that? Yeah. Especially here in LA.
Yeah.
Like if you lived in some small town in the Midwest, and all your friends are like, let's make a movie, and you get all these locations for free,
Yeah.
it's probably a lot easier.
Yeah.
But here in LA, it's tough. And the only reason why we pulled off Mary Magnum is, like I said, because a lot of people, it was slow, and a lot of people came forward just to be a part of it because of Dan. Otherwise, I don't think it would have worked, I mean, it would have worked. It just would have been not what it is.
yeah.
We would have come up with something.
I actually remember Peter Guber talking about this once. He was pitching, there was some doc he was being interviewed for, this was 20 years ago, and he was pitching to these like overseas investors. And that's Peter Guber, like he's done Batman's, he's run like huge, his Sony and what have you. But he's like, when he's talking with these investors, be very upfront, like 70% of what we make is not going to make us money back. 20% is going to make us money back. And then 10% is actually going to make the money back to pay for the budget for the 70 we lost money.
Right. Yeah.
No.
It's tough because, like, as filmmakers, we want to believe, oh, it's all about. You know, I was talking to my father this morning, and my father's like an old school Peruvian guy.
And Peruvian.
Yeah, old school. He didn't know anything about filmmaking. And he's like, why are all these movies now just boring? They're just stupid.
Yeah.
I watch these movies and they're all just bad. I go, because they can't take any risks. They have to keep the budgets low, and they have to follow the formula.
Yeah.
Make sure it has all. It's like McDonald's. It's like, if you're going to compete with McDonald's, then you have to make burgers that are comparable, and so you can't spend too much money. You got to make sure they have similar ingredients so that people keep buying it, and that allows zero leeway to be creative. You know, and like I saw this movie last night, Novocaine.
Oh, I've heard. What? Wait, is that the one with Steve Martin or?
No, the newer one, the one with the guy from The Boys. I forget his name.
Okay.
It just came out like earlier this year.
Yeah. Was it Meg Ryan and Yeah.
Is that her son?
Yeah, Meg Ryan and who the fuck did she marry?
Dennis Quaid?
Yes. Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid.
Oh, that's your son? Oh, I didn't know that. I like him as an actor. I like him in The Boys.
Oh yeah.
And this movie was fine. It was confidently done. Interesting premise. But I just didn't care.
Yeah.
And that's 90% of the new movies I watch.
Yeah.
I just don't get engaged. I kind of predictable.
Yeah.
Even the twists, you go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just, like I end up wanting to just go back and revisit like Apocalypse Now or something, you know, like a film that like people like really threw everything into. You don't see that a lot anymore. There's a few filmmakers that still do it.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, I will say that I'm starting to see more little indies get recognition and get theatrical play. Movies like Weapons and I'm blanking, but there's a few others. But like, I'm happy to see that might start coming around again. Remember in the 90s, we had the whole revolution of indies? It would be great if that happens again.
Yeah.
Like a new version. Because I really think that's where the power is going to be, is in
Yeah.
creatives figuring out a way to make the movies for little money, and then that's where we get the original stuff. Because the big ones aren't going to want to take any risks. They're too scared.
Hey everyone, quick break here. If you listen to the Producers Lounge podcast, you know I'm obsessed with how stories get made and who gets to make them. That's why I wrote Threads of Imagination, a book about collaborative storytelling and the art of building worlds together. Published by DSTL Arts nonprofit, which supports young BIPOC artists, the book pulls from my own personal history and even from my family history and the tradition of itinerant tribes telling stories around the campfire. Threads of Imagination is a guide to collaborative storytelling and how ideas grow, evolve, and become something bigger when people create together. Whether you're a filmmaker, writer, artist, or just someone who loves the process behind good stories, this book gives you practical tools, creative prompts, and real-world insights to elevate your craft. That's right, Threads of Imagination is full of exercises, behind-the-scenes lessons, and inspiration to help you create with purpose and community. If you're looking to jumpstart your next project or sharpen your storytelling instincts, this is the place to go. You can find Threads of Imagination wherever books are sold online. All right, back to the Producers Lounge podcast.
Because the big ones aren't going to want to take any risks. They're too scared.
Yeah. Even the small ones. Like I had, so this was last year. I think it was last summer. Yeah. So I met with this guy. He's a politician I know, and he knows a bunch of like money people in the entertainment industry. And so he came to this one guy who's kind of in the same boat as ITN, where he's like, oh, I give you, this is crazy Italian guy. Well, I give you 10 grand, maybe 30 grand, and you'll make a movie and all this.
I might know this guy. What's his name?
I don't remember his name off the top of my head.
I might know him.
Yeah. I think, it might be the same guy. But basically, like, and he pitched me, like, you need help with script. I just connect you with the ChatGPT script writing guy. They make stuff for you for free, and all this. I'm like, and that's kind of the direction a lot of the industry is going, especially with AI and ChatGPT, which sucks because the thing that ChatGPT does, all of these large language models do, is they give you a very narrow, average, middle-of-the-road product.
it's a B minus at best. And so you're not going to get a lot of original stuff because all of these little indie guys have fallen in love with the idea of just doing it quickly with ChatGPT rather than getting a skilled people.
Yeah. ChatGPT or AI in general, it's a wonderful tool if you use it right. You know? Yeah. Like I find it helpful in like helping me. It's like having a really smart friend.
Yeah.
You know? I go, I'm trying to do this. What are some ways to do this in a way that's not like this? And then it gives you other ways to do something you're doing.
Yeah.
Or here's all my ideas.
Yeah.
Can you put it into treatment form for me?
Yeah.
It's good for that. And even that, it doesn't do perfectly, but at least helps you organize it. So if you put a lot into it, it's helpful. The problem is when you don't want to put anything into it, you want it to do it for you and say, just write me a good script about this.
Yeah.
That's where you're going to get a lot of crappy generic shit.
What I found really well is like, because when ChatGPT first came out, the script writing was definitely not there. And it's still not there if you're doing it from scratch.
Yeah.
But I actually was putting together this application back there. So on a lark, I took the 2 to 3 pages I had written. I put it into ChatGPT and said, as an award-winning writer, rewrite this screenplay so that it will appeal to Netflix or wherever the fuck it was.
Really?
Yeah. And it barely touched the dialogue. But what it did do was it made the action paragraphs sound.
I made the action paragraphs sing?
Yeah, it just improved the quality of the action paragraphs in the screenplay.
Right.
And like, I still hand wrote out the entire script, but then 5 pages at a time, I asked it to rewrite it for me. And then also I saw a thing, you know, Brandon Sanderson? Brandon Sanderson is a New York Times best-selling sci-fi fantasy author. And even he came out with a video recently saying like, hey, ChatGPT is not good for writing, but you could enter your writing in ChatGPT and say, hey, what are some common mistakes that you see me making in my rail? And it can be used as a tool for that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. I like that. I agree. I agree that in that regard, it's helpful. Again, if you use it the right way as a tool, it's helpful. It's just when you want it to do the work for you is when it's not good. You know, I hear a lot of kids are using it now to just write their homework and stuff, and it's like, that's not good. That's not good. You know? Like it's taking away people's ability to think for themselves.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I've heard a lot of teachers in like high schools and colleges now are asking for, well, colleges, they have like an online submission thing, going to do like ChatGPT detection, which also they've been doing for decades now to help, nix out plagiarism. But now a lot of high school teachers are like, you need to give me your essay handwritten.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not going to take anything typed out.
Good.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a good thing. Start going back to that. Yeah. You know? Because, I'm seeing more and more parents that are like wanting their kids to play outside.
Yeah.
To not have phones. I hope that in the next couple generations that becomes more normalized. Then.
Yeah, fetch grass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you though, honestly, like, what was it, like 2017, 2018? I intentionally took all of the social media apps off of my phone. And I was like, not gonna let this hijack my phrase. I'm just gonna have an RxS reader that like news that I, pre-decide on. And when I'm like bored, I'm not gonna go to Facebook or Twitter. I refuse to call it as. But I'm gonna go to like an RSS reader and like this is the news that I want. It's legit news. It's not some random like Russia Today article.
I got a question. How are you recording your voice?
Oh, that's the good thing about Adobe Advanced, because it will detect human voices and that it will mix them at the same office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And also, like, I found on these episodes, like, nobody really cares about my voice that much.
Adobe Enhance, is that something in Premiere or is that its own thing?
It is its own thing. Adobe released this whole suite of products specifically for podcasting. So in addition to regular audio editing, they got some music, like stock music applications. Adobe Enhance is using like they say it's AI, but it's just a very sophisticated notch filter to basically mix the human voices and eliminate background noise.
Well, I know that Premiere now has a really great feature where you can take shitty sound and it'll clean it up.
Yeah.
And it made my shitty phone voice sound like,
They need more.
yeah, can I get a little bit more decaf? Okay, thanks. And it made my shitty phone voice sound like I had a lab on.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's helpful.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I think in that regard, AI is fantastic.
Yeah.
No.
Absolutely. Like that's the problem, is that there's a lot of people who hate AI because it's stealing other people's work, and rightfully so. All artists should be compensated fairly. At the same time, though, there are some technological AI aspects that are just miniaturization, and
Thank you.
can actually be used more and more by independent filmmakers or content creators to just improve the quality of their stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's a part of me that's like, are we going to get to the point where I can literally take a phone, shoot the movie,
Yeah.
and then go in there and go, okay, clean up all the sound, make it sound like everybody's mic'd up,
Oh, we're there.
and then go hit the filter, make it look like, Roger Deakins shot it, and you can replace environments pretty easily. And then next thing you know, you can make it look like you had $50 million to make your movie and you shot it by yourself on a phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like in 10 years, we're going to be there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Actually, are you familiar with Corridor Digital?
Heard of them, yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard about their controversial anime AI?
No. Thank you.
So Corridor Digital, they started out in the YouTube space. I think they still do some like commercial and TV like visual text stuff. They're primarily a visual text channel.
These aren't the guys that sit there and talk about, let's dissect this video. There's 3 guys sitting on a couch.
It is 3 guys.
Corridor crew?
Yes.
Okay.
They've got like 4 or 5 YouTube channels.
Okay, all right. So I know them from that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they did a thing last year where they basically created an AI workflow that would transform live action shots that they did into anime. And it's a very complex system. I have it on my bucket list. Like, I want to learn this workflow so I can do it on my own and make my own animated feature. But like, basically, like, they're using AI to take stuff and just make it animate in the style that they love, because they love Japanese anime. Yeah.
And that's bad?
It's controversial, because a lot of people, again, they're like,
Because they're saying you're stealing from artists who've already,
yes.
you're stealing in the style of an artist that,
Yes.
okay. But what would be the difference if you hired an artist who's familiar with that style and does it?
Well, theoretically, the money that you hire that artist for, an actual person would get that money instead of like nebulous, like.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I thought about creating could I make an animated series of Chico and Rico using AI by myself?
Yeah.
Could I do that? And then I could still use Dennis's likeness and I could just keep him alive that way. And I thought that might be cool, but I don't know. Could that present problems? The idea as a creator, I know it sucks for crew, but as a creator, the idea of being able to like take it into your own hands and make stuff sounds amazing. But on the other hand, it's true. It's taking work away, and you don't want to lose. If I did an animated series, I'd want to input a lot into it so that it felt unique. And I wouldn't try to pass it off as real life. It's creepy when AI is like, real life looking. It's creepy. It's like, oh, that's weird. But I know that people are going to do it. Eventually, I think they're going to have to put regulations on it.
Oh yeah.
It's not going to be able to be like what it is now. Eventually, like there's going to be limits.
We're not going to get regulations under this administration, but in 3 or 4 years, who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. If enough people complain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it is weird because I've seen also, like, I'm on YouTube, and like there's a lot of like fan films.
Yeah.
Using a ton of AI in Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and all of it. And they're like, okay, it still kind of sucks, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, again, like could we do a movie about the Beatles and use AI to make the actors look exactly like the Beatles?
But deepfakes have been around actually longer than Midjourney.
So I would actually welcome that. Oh. But I'd still want there to be actors that they're enhancing.
Yeah.
But I want it to look and sound exactly like it's the real Beatles.
Yeah.
Because I don't, what's his name is doing those 4 movies? You've heard about this? I think it's Sam Mendes, is it? He's creating 4 Beatles movies about each Beatle. And then, and then they're all supposed to like sort of become one big movie or something. I forget. But yeah, and they were showing pictures of the actors that he cast, and everybody's going, what the fuck is this? Who are these people? These people look nothing like the Beatles.
Yeah.
And it's like, sometimes it's okay to tell a story like that, a biopic like that, but I don't care to give an actor accolades for their presentation of their essence capturing of my favorite character in a real life person. I want that real life person to live and breathe on screen. That's what I want.
Yeah.
So, but occasionally it works. Like, have you ever seen Nowhere Boy?
Aaron,
Is his name Aaron Johnson? Is that his name? He was in Godzilla.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Okay.
He played a young John Lennon in this story of John Lennon before he joined the Beatles. And it was about when he was like 15-year-old John Lennon. Yeah. Came out in 2009. Yeah. Look it up. It's a great movie. Okay. That was good. Because I was telling the story of a young John Lennon, and it wasn't a story about the Beatles. It was a story about this kid who has a relationship with his mother, and but if you're gonna make some big epic, ultimate The Beatles movie with tech now, man, come on, let's see young Paul and John and George and Ringo come to life. Yeah. But I don't know if I'm in the minority in that opinion.
Yeah. I also think it's kind of funny that Sam Mendes is taking the Marvel formula and applying it to the Beatles.
Yeah. Yeah, that is interesting, right? I didn't think of it that way, but I guess that is kind of what he's doing.
Yeah. And there's something else I was gonna say about. I suppose I'm blank. Oh, The Brutalist. Did you see The Brutalist?
I did not.
So.
I heard mixed things about it.
Yeah, it's a weird European movie. Yeah. But also, like, how am I, bud?
Do they use AI in it?
Adrian Brody won an Oscar for Best Acting in that film. And what came out after he won the Oscar was they had used AI to perfect his Hungarian accents. Oh. Because it was a very specific accent that he couldn't land, but they used AI for it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So we already crossed the point where an AI is winning awards.
Cool. Yeah, okay. I mean...
Yeah.
Again, whether he should have won an Oscar because of that is debatable, but I don't have a problem with filmmakers doing stuff like that. Well, because...
Yeah.
It's like when you're making a musical biopic, right?
Yeah.
And all the actors got to be able to land the notes themselves. Why? Why? Yeah. Really? I mean, does Timothy Chalamet have to sound like Bob Dylan? Did Val Kilmer have to sound like Jim Morrison? I mean, it was nice that they did.
Yeah.
If you can pull it off, great. Yeah. But if you can't, like if there's somebody that like really embodies the character. Yeah. But they can't sing. So get another person to fucking sing. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's not about them. It's about the character they're playing.
They did it in Disney movies, Disney animated movies for decades, right? Have one actor like acting and a different actor singing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, like La Bamba. Lou Diamond Phillips he wasn't the singer. It was Los Lobos guy was the voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, I see no problem with that. Because what matters is what's on screen. Like you're depicting somebody, make it authentic. It doesn't have to be that, in my opinion. Yeah. And in fact, I even thought about if we were going to make Chico and Rico as a feature and Dennis and I were going to play those roles, he was so nervous because he doesn't speak Spanish. He's half Mexican, but he doesn't speak Spanish, and he wanted to perfect this accent, And in my mind, I was always like, look, if you don't get it, we'll fucking ADR it, man. Like, we'll get like the most Mexican-sounding guy to ADR your voice. Who cares? It's a character. It's not you. You're embodying the person. You're giving them the physicality, and we'll just have somebody capture the sound. He didn't like that. He was like, he wanted to do it himself, understandably. But in my mind, I saw nothing wrong with that. I was like, why is that wrong? You know, like, you're creating a character, and this is a tool we're using. And sound is a tool, you know? Just like when you're shooting a gun, they don't use that sound. They use a different sound, you know? It's like, well, why not use the gun sound? Well, why? It sounds better this way. Everything. They change out all the sounds.
Yeah.
Your footsteps, the car. So why not a voice?
On Harry Potter, the first Harry Potter movie, fuck play Harry Potter, I'm blank.
Oh my God, what's his name?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what's his name? Harry Potter. Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe. I almost said Daniel Craig. Very different.
Very different name.
But Daniel Radcliffe, his voice changed halfway through filming. So they had somebody else come in and ADR his entire voice in the first movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow. So that he always sounded like a little kid.
Exactly. What are you working on right now that you're writing or developing that you're excited about?
I mean, really, honestly, it's going to be editing Mary Magdalene's Jitsu Nut. That's really what I still haven't gotten there. We only wrapped a couple weeks ago.
Got it.
So I'm still kind of in recoup mode.
Yeah.
But as soon as I get into that, I know I'm going to have fun with it. And then as far as what else is on the horizon, I don't know. I might talk to this Italian guy about doing a little $40,000 movie with him. We'll see.
Yeah.
But, or I might be doing another shark movie for the Asylum and Tubi.
Okay.
I'm hoping that comes through, not because I want to make a shark movie, but because I need the paycheck. You know, and you know, we probably get to travel somewhere exotic.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Andy, I am the greatest shark expert in the history of Los Angeles.
I've made a couple of pretty, well-received shark movies, so I think I have the qualifications. But yeah, send me to Colombia, pay me, I'll do the best shark movie I can do.
Shit, Asylum is sending people to Colombia?
They might.
Oh, wow.
They've sent people all over. Yeah.
Okay, every time I've seen or worked with someone who worked for Asylum, it's all LA based.
They're little tiny movies.
Yeah.
They don't send anywhere. They do here. They have little tiny 6-day movies.
Yeah.
Those are those are scrappy, and they shoot them usually around where the asylum is.
Yeah.
But when they have more money behind them, like a co-production with Tubi or something, then they'll go where the incentives are better, where they can get more bang for the budget. And shooting a shark movie in LA is pretty much impossible.
Yeah. Yeah.
The water doesn't lend itself to that. There's no affordable tanks to shoot in. But you go to when I shot the movie for Mar Vista 2018, I was in Asylum, but we did that in Thailand.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then the one shark movie I did do with Asylum, Five-Headed Shark Attack, that was in Puerto Rico. Yeah. So this one would be good if we did it either in Thailand or I think Colombia would be cool. Apparently they have affordable tanks. Yeah, so we'll see. Mark on wood that comes through. Is this even wood? I think this is wood. Just because, again, like I said, it'd be nice to have the job and a few steps further away from poverty.
Yeah.
Tons of people left. Tons of people have left. Moved out of LA.
Yeah. The smart money has gotten out. So
If there's something else you can do that you enjoy, then you should do it. That's kind of always been my opinion about the movie business.
And that is Season 3, Episode 15 of the Producers Lounge podcast. Thank you to my guest, Jose Montesinos, for joining us. You can find out more about him by checking out the show notes and subscribing to our YouTube channel at Greater Grander. Our intro and outro music today was Sideways Samba by Audionautix. Our episode still image is by Ricardo Tomasz on greaterandgrander.com. We'd love to hear from you, and you can check out this week's accompanying article on greaterandgrander.com entitled 9 Ways Artists Sabotage Themselves and How to Overcome It by Greater and Grander contributor Emily Coop. Link in the show notes. You can stay up to date by following us on YouTube and social media at the handle Greater Grander, all one word. Make sure to subscribe on YouTube or wherever fine podcasts are found. And also, if you like what we do, share this podcast with a friend who you think will enjoy it. Join us next week for more cocktails and questions, and until then, keep producing dreams.